So we got to have one pick for each of them. So for that Celtics Heat game, we're going to go Celtics team total over 109.5 points at -115. Now overs are a little risky in the playoffs, but the Celtics, they're lethal from behind the arc. They shot just under 39% from three during the regular season. They averaged 16 and a half made three-pointers per game. Overall, they averaged 120.6 points per game. At home during the regular season, they averaged just over 123 points per game. They had 114 in game one. They made 22 of 49 three-point attempts along the way. If they shoot anywhere near close to their regular season percentage from behind the arc, they're going to sail past this over of 109.5. And then in the Pelicans Thunder game, I'm going to take the Pelicans at +7.5. Now, even without Zion Williamson in game one, they put up a good fight. They only scored 92 points, but they held the Thunder to 94. Their defense is key. They had the sixth best defensive rating in the league during the regular season. So it's not a huge surprise that they did a good job of holding the Thunder in check. They also have a big advantage in the rebounding department in the series with Jonas Valanciunas. The Thunder outside of Chet Holmgren have very little size, including the playoffs. The Pelicans are 15-6-1 against the spread as a road underdog. I think the Thunder win this game, take a 2-0 series lead before it goes to New Orleans, but the Pelicans keep it close enough to cover.
But let's go to Boston first, where obviously the Celtics are massive favorite. And I like the Celtics in game number one. Thought that was a chance for them to send a message that the series is not going to be competitive. And I'm not expecting the Heat to win this game. But Eric Spoelstra has been around a long time. He's a Hall of Fame coach. I do think that there's a bit of an adjustment here. Plus, I'm getting 14.5 points. I don't think the Heat have a prayer of winning this game. But Eric Spoelstra, like Sia, has looked the exact same since 2008. Either he looked terrible in 2008 or 16 years later, he looks amazing. Either way, he is not the doorman at the Four Seasons that coached LeBron and D. Wade and Chris Bosh to multiple championship. The guy knows what he's doing. Obviously, he's had success against the Celtics. I think there's a bit of an adjustment here. You're going to give me all those points. I'm going to take them. And on the flip side, I've called basically every Pelicans game of the playoffs so far, and they have been, except for the last one, there's a few playing games. They've been a hard team to handicap. Brandon Ingram's not 100%. You can just look at the numbers. You know, he's taking a lot of shots, and they're not going in. But here's why you can't lay this many points with OKC. They really have only two guys that can break it down off the dribble and score. Obviously, SGA is one of the best players in the league. But Jalen Williams is another guy. Like, that's not enough. Go up and down their roster. They don't have a lot of guys that could just flat out get the ball and create one-on-one and make a play. And that's what you need in the playoffs. You need guys that are like really tough shot makers. Right now, I think Chet's a work in progress, but I think Jalen Williams and SGA, everyone else on OKC, I really don't trust. Should they be favorite in this game? Yeah, I think they should be like 3.5, 4. 7.5 is crazy. This is the golden hammer, Sia. Hammer Pelicans plus the points.
We'll